And welcome to First at 4. We start with that breaking news. The full jury and alternates are now seated for the Delphi murders trial. Jury selection is now over and court is in recess until Thursday morning in the highly anticipated trial. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nick McGill.
And I'm Eric Graves in for Aaliyah. Today was day 2 of jury selection in the trial of Richard Allen. He's charged with the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German, who were killed in 2017.
Fox 59's Russ McQuaid has been in court in Allen County throughout the jury selection. He joins us live now with the biggest takeaways from the day. Hey, Russ.
And good afternoon. Over the course of 2 days, 4 selected jurors were then cut loose, excused. One of them for family reasons, one of them for health reasons. That's why we had the extended jury selection process. We now have 12 jurors, 4 alternates, the jurors and their backups. They've been sent home. Wednesday is a day off from this court before they pack their bags and they head for Delphi and Lafayette on Thursday to prepare themselves for Friday morning's opening statements and first witnesses in the murder trial of Richard Allen. Richard Allen's defense team showed up at the Allen County Courthouse this morning, and they were prepared to find a jury willing to believe there's reasonable doubt that their client killed Abby Williams and Libby German near the Monon High Bridge during a day off from school in February of 2017. The state's contention is well known that Allen is Bridge Guy, the suspected killer, whose image was captured on Libby's cell phone, and that investigation found a bullet from Allen's gun at the murder scene. Plus, it claims that Allen has confessed to the murders more than 60 times, including that he was interrupted during the killings. That's new information. But during the defense presentation to the jury pool this morning, we learned also more new details. That not only did Allen claim some murder details that don't exist, he also confessed to killing his family and grandchildren, which clearly never happened. And also, investigators found hair, presumably from the killer, clutched in Abby's hand. But that hair didn't come from Richard Allen. His attorneys are trying to lay the groundwork of a false confession defense based on Allen's deteriorating mental health condition and his time awaiting trial in solitary confinement in a maximum security state prison. As we said, tomorrow's going to be a day off. The judge brings that jury back here to the Allen County Courthouse first things Thursday morning, swears them in, puts them on the road, and while that jury is on the road 2 hours west of here, the judge will hold evidentiary hearings on both sides, from both the prosecution and the defense, about some of the evidence that is bound to come up in this trial, including some information we just found out that the defense is challenging those 2 sketches that we've all seen that came from state police. One of an older man in a slouch hat, another one a younger man with curly black hair. Those descriptions came from witnesses on the bridge that day in 2017. The judge on Thursday morning will hear arguments about whether or not to exclude that information. Live at the Fort Wayne Allen County Courthouse, Russ McQuaid, Fox 59 News.
All right, Russ, thank you. And real quick here, before you leave, how was it today in the court? We know certainly this has gone a little quicker than was originally anticipated. Is it one of those things where both sides are now happy with the makeup of the jury, or is it one of those situations where if neither side is completely happy, then there's a sign of we're going to be in the ballpark where we want to be here?
Well, I think what we found from listening to the attorneys from both sides, the prosecutor and the defense, in the way they question these juries, these potential jury members, the state was saying, do you think that the state needs to have, for instance, conclusive DNA, conclusive fingerprints, a conclusive murder weapon to get a decision of guilt beyond reasonable doubt? Perhaps that indicates that maybe the state doesn't have all that information buttoned down. From the defense side of it, it elicited several comments from some of the prospective jury members, some of them healthcare professionals, that said, you know what, somebody under incredible stress, such as Richard Allen sitting in a state prison for the last 2 years, somebody under incredible mental and psychological stress is likely to say anything, maybe even confess to a crime he didn't commit. And so I would say just hearing those types of reactions from potential jurors, that would bode well, because remember, the Richard Allen defense team, it would love an acquittal. It doesn't have to win a total acquittal. What it needs, at the very least, is a hung jury, 1 out of 12 jurors who will say, I don't find him guilty, at least so that Richard Allen and his defense can live to fight another day, assuming they get through this prosecution, which begins later this week in Carroll County.
All right, Russ McQuaid, thank you so much. As we know, the trial begins later on here this week. We'll see how it all plans out. Of course, we'll continue to have updates about this throughout the course of the trial. And as we continue to cover the trial, it is important to not forget the girls and their families.
Abby and Libby were best friends. They went to school together and were part of several clubs and sports together. You see their pictures right there. Abby and Libby were on a hike when they were killed. Stay with Fox 59 as we continue to follow the Delphi murders trial. We will bring updates on air and online as we get them. Plus, you can find more information on the entire case from start to where we're at this point on the Delphi Community Continues. Remember, Abby and Libby tab on our website, fox59.com. Well, turning to